Hello and welcome. You tune in to Market Fatafat with me, Ankita Saxena, and with me is Shrishti Sharma. In the next half an hour, we will take you through all the top buzzers in the trading session, why they are buzzing on the back of news flow and the back of technicals. But first up, let's take stock of how the market is shaping up. But it's a great day for markets, especially after the bit of a consolidation that we saw coming in yesterday. We have, in fact, managed to cross 26,300 on the Nifty. That's where we are perched at. 0.6% gains coming in, 155 plus points on the Nifty. Nifty Bank is the one that is the space to watch out for. Now we touched those record high levels on of 60,118 on Nifty Bank. We have cooled off a bit from there, but nonetheless solid gains, 400 points coming in on Nifty Bank as well. So that is a space that is really buzzing in the trading session. Let's pull up the chart for the broader market as well. Then Nifty Mid Cap, that was up and away 0.6%. It has inched up higher to now 0.7%, and the small cap is still trading with gains of 0.5%. So small cap is trading consistently, but mid cap has gained more momentum as of now. But speaking of the sectors, then we do have the realty sector that's doing very well in today's trading session. That's trading up 1.4%. Nifty Energy has become the top gainer as far as the sectors are concerned. 1.7% gains coming in there. SJVN, Coal India, NLC India, they're all trading upwards of 5+%. In fact, even Torrent Power, Inox Wind, CESC, they are all trading with gains of 4+%. So the entire energy basket, in fact, all the energy constituents are trading in the green, none of them trading in the red. The only sector that is on the back foot today is the FMCG counter. Now remember, since yesterday, since that excise duty hike on cigarettes is concerned, we did see a bit of a correction coming in a lot of FMCG counters, and we do see that correction to continue right now. That is trading with cuts of 1.3%. We have ITC that is still hammered in trade with cuts of 4%. We have United Spirits that is trading down 1.7%. So it is the FMCG basket that is really taking it on the chin. But net a great day in the markets coming in. The market breadth looks very positive. India VIX though has spiked up. India VIX is spiked up 3.2% right now. 9.50 is where India VIX is perched at. So largely that's how the entire day is shaping up, with Nifty Energy really taking the lead from the front. So a great day coming in, Shrishti, for the markets.
Indeed, Kanishka, very smart moves when it comes to both the broader markets and as well as the benchmark indices. But with this, let's move on to the show, and let me welcome our technical expert for today and understand from him which are the stocks that are looking interesting to him. And let me welcome Mr. Kunal Farrar, who is the Vice President, Technical Research and Algo of Choice Equity Broking. Mr. Parar, hi, afternoon. Firstly, we will be looking out for a lot of these stocks that you are penciling in, but let me start with the first counter, and that is ITC. That stock is one of the key laggards in trading session, and well, of course, we have been knowing the news flow around ITC. The stock as of now is down almost 4% as we speak, and multiple brokerages have actually gone ahead and downgraded the rating on ITC as well. Firstly, let's tell you the news flow. We all are aware that the cigarette price hike is expected to be expected to be there from 1st of February as per the new government notification, and there will be a 23 to 30% price hikes to pass on the impact. That's what Antique is believing. They do retain their buy call with the target price now slashed to 445 rupees. Even Motilal Oswal has downgraded ITC to a neutral rating now from a buy rating earlier, cut the target price to 400 rupees. They believe that the ITC will need to hike the price of at least 25% of their portfolio just to get back to and maintain the current net realization. Even Nuvama downgraded the stock to a hold now. And yes, of course, ITC down almost 4% as we speak.
All right, so that's ITC taking it on the chin. Big downgrades coming in after that news of excise duty hike came about. But let's move on to the counter that you've picked out for us. Kunal, you've picked out Voltas for us. Now, Voltas shares, in fact, the entire appliances and electronic shares have been in focus since yesterday, since the news came out that the air conditioner and refrigerator prices might go up by 5 to 10 odd percent. That is effective from 1st of January. And today also Voltas is doing very well. It's up almost 3%. A share that has not done much suddenly gained momentum after, of course, this news piece. Do you see this momentum to continue on the charts?
Well, Good afternoon. And if you talk about this particular stock, right now trading at 1427, and its today's trading session is trying to give a breakout of its previous two top, which was placed at 1420. And not only this, it is trying to give a breakout of symmetrical triangle formation as well. So overall, chart structure looks very attractive at present level. One can get into the stock at present level, even not only for trading perspective, but even for medium term to long term perspective as well. For trading perspective, we can see somewhere around 1475 as our first target, and if stock break this level, then further upside would be there up to the level of 1600. So this would be our second target. And if we talk about support side, which we can set as an asset, then 1350 would be our support. But if we talk about overall long term perspective, then even this stock march towards the level of 1800 in long term. So this stock looks very attractive for trading perspective and also for investment perspective.
All right, moving on from Voltas on the charts to what is making news today? Well, Sapphire Foods and Devyani International. Of course, this is the first merger of 2026. Devyani International and Sapphire Foods. Sapphire Foods India is likely to merge into Devyani International, and the merger is likely to be executed via a share swap. Now, share swap ratio is 177 shares. If you hold of Devyani International, you will be issued 100 shares of Sapphires, and the deal is subjected to all the customary approvals, and the appointed date as proposed is 1st of April 2026. Now, the registered offices of both the companies are likely to be moved to Haryana, and 74% of the revenues of the merged entity is to be driven by India post-merger. Now, like post-merger structure, how is that going to pan out? Yum has been fully supportive of the deal. The views that it views India as a high priority market, and with partnership with Devyani, they will acquire 19 KFC restaurants currently operated by Yum India in Hyderabad. Now, the timeline is that the merger shall be effective once the NCLT approval is received and filed. 12 to 15 months is what we expected. We expect for the merger to come through. And after this merger comes through, it will create one of the largest QSR companies in India, pan-India operations across multiple cuisines and formats. Economies of scale benefits will be there, and operational synergies are going to be stronger, and the balance sheet will also is likely to get supported and accelerate expansion for both the companies. And wider investor base and enhanced liquidity is something that this merger will ensure. Devyani International is up and away 1%, whereas Sapphire Foods is trading down almost 4% in trade on the back of this.
All right, so that's the deal announcement that we are getting to see. But let me move on to the next counter in focus, and that is South India Bank. The stock is also very excited on the back of the Q3 updates. Quite very interesting and a robust number over there. The total deposits have seen a jump of almost 12% on a YY basis. Advances have seen a surge of 11%, while the CASA deposit has also seen a jump of 14.5% on a YY basis. So very strong update coming in from South Indian Bank. And with respect to the CASA percentage, that has actually improved to 31.8% now versus 31.2% back in December 2024. So a good improvement in that particular number as well. So on the back of good and robust Q3 updates, the stock is holding on to the gains of almost 2.5% since the word go.
All right, moving on from South Indian Bank on the back of operational updates to Havells. That is trading up 1.6% today in today's trading session. What do you see in the charts for Havells, Kunal?
Well, talk about Havells, then the stock is in line with the Voltas. Right now, Havells is trading at 1440 level. Stock has taken the strong support of its previous bottom, which was placed at 1380. Not only this, even if we talk about weekly chart, and the weekly chart structure also gives some kind of confidence to get into the stock at present level. For a smaller time frame, stock has already given a breakout of its falling wedge formation. So all the technical structure giving some kind of clues for northward march only. Right now, stock is trading at 1440. One can get into the stock at present level. If we talk about SL wise, then one can keep SL at 1370. And target wise, and we may see a pretty well upside momentum. The way stock has been trading on the daily chart. First target would be at 1495, and if stock breaks this level, then further upside would be there even up to the level of 1580. So somewhere around 9 to 10% of return that we can expect from this counter. It looks very attractive for trading perspective at present level.
The Havells seems attractive from a trading perspective as of now, but let's move on to the next counter. And next banking name that has come out with an operational update, and that's Punjab and Sindh Bank. Let's look at the updates. A positive set coming in there. Total deposit sits at 1.39 lakh crores. That's up 9% on a year-on-year basis. The gross advances are also seeing an uptick of 13.3% on a year-on-year basis at 1.10 lakh crore rupees. On the back of this positive business update that's coming in, Punjab and Sindh Bank is up in a way almost 5% in the trading session.
All right, let's move on and let's shift focus to Coal India then, because that's the top mover in today's trading session, and indeed very interesting developments happening on Coal India. Earlier we have heard from the management itself that why they want to go ahead and list their key subsidiaries, but in the latest what we understand is that the company has permitted direct participation of the foreign coal buyers in the e-auction. Now the company says that the permitted coal consumers located in the neighboring countries like Bangladesh, Bhutan and Nepal who wish to import coal from India to directly participate in a single window mode agnostic auctions conducted by the company. Now what does it mean is that foreign buyers can participate alongside the domestic buyers in the SWMA auction, and earlier the access of Coal India by the coal consumers across the borders was only through domestic coal traders. Now along with that, the analysts do believe that the positive news flow as the e-auction demand could rise, and there's been no stopping for Coal India. The stock has been in the up move, and yes, of course, on the back of this news flow, the stock is holding on to the gains of almost 6.5%.
All right, speaking of Coal India, the objective of listing of Coal India units is value unlocking, and that's the word coming in from Rupinder Brar, who's the Additional Secretary of Ministry of Coal. She also adds that Coal India is looking at another source of energy like solar. Let's listen into what she had to say.
One of the larger objectives is value unlocking and also speeding up production, looking at the best collaborations of the public and private partnerships in making sure that India becomes Atmanirbhar in all its energy needs. Coal India is also looking at the other sources of energy, which includes solar, the PSP, and we are working continuously towards that. We have targets for the company, and these are also continuously monitored to make sure that there are no slip-ups, and the mix between the renewables and the more conventional sources is continuously being looked at to make sure that we meet all the national as well as the global targets.
All right, but with this, let's move on. And Kunal, coming to you for your next counter, and that is Lodha. Give us some sense there. What exactly are you spotting here?
Well, if you talk about Lodha, right now trading at 1080, and technical structure looks very attractive because this is the fourth time the stock is taking the support of its strong horizontal level, which is placing at 1050 level. Not only this, even if we talk about chart pattern theory wise, on a smaller time frame, it has given a breakout of his falling wedge formation, and the way Lodha is giving some kind of comfort to in terms of luxurious apartment. I think day by day demand is getting up for this segment of luxury apartments. So overall fundamental and technical chart looks very attractive at present level. Right now stock is trading at 1080. One can get into the stock at present level with strict stop loss of 1040. If you talk about target wise, first target comes at 1130, and if stock breaks this level, then further upside would be there up to the level of 1240. So in overall reality counters, I think Lodha looks very attractive compared to other peers.
All right, that's Lodha on the charts, but let's move on to the next counter. Indian Bank, another banking name that has come out with its updates. The gross advances for Indian Bank has ticked up 14.5% on a year-on-year basis at 6.4 lakh crore rupees, and the total deposits has also inched up 12.5% on a year-on-year basis, 7.9 lakh crore rupees. A good set coming in there as far as Indian Bank is concerned, and you can see that is sitting at the highest point of the day with gains of 2.8%. So on the back of all these updates that have been trickling in, especially for the PSU banking names, the Nifty Bank is also seeing a lot of momentum and a lot of buying today, hitting its record high levels.
Indeed, that's about Indian Bank in trade right now. But other than that, within the pharma space, let's talk about Aurobindo Pharma because they have done quite an interesting acquisition and an investment because on the face of it, this particular deal is around 325 crores. But along with that, what's interesting to see that this acquisition will double Aurobindo's sales force in India. Firstly, let's tell you the news wherein Aurobindo Pharma to acquire 23 brands business from Khandelwal Labs. This particular deal is of around 325 crores, like we told. Now, the company gets 9 assets which are in the development pipeline. Along with that, this is a small business, but this definitely gives an access for Aurobindo Pharma in their India sales force because that doubles down their India sales force, which can help it further grow its India's presence in the coming years because Aurobindo Pharma has been one of the key players in outside India, and specifically their largest market remains to be United States, but now they are seen to be acquiring a company, and this particular deal is seen to be also quite very fairly valued at the price that they have done this acquisition. So on the back of this news flow, the stock is excited, up almost 2%.
All right, let's move on to the next counter then. Now, Kunal, you picked up Tata Power for us. Now, Tata Power, in fact, all the power companies and the energy basket is really, firing on all cylinders today. Tata Power is up in a way 2%. On the charts, what do you see for Tata Power? Because this stock hasn't really moved much in the last 1 year. So on the charts, what are you penciling in?
Well, if you talk about Tata Powers, technical structure looks very attractive, and if you talk about fundamental is like our average Buddhist counters, and this is like a good dividend paying company as well. So at present level, stock looks very attractive because we have seen some good breakout on daily chart, and where stock has been trading on its daily chart, stock has already taken the support of its 370 levels. So, overall technical structure looks very attractive, and, stock is just coming out of its demand zone. So, we may see a further upside momentum in the counter from the present level. Right now, stock is trading at 390 level. One can get into the stock at present level with strict stop loss of 370. And if we talk about target wise, first target would be at 400, and if stock breaks this level, then one way rally would be there up to the level of 445. So yes, this stock looks very attractive, not only for trading perspective, but also for long-term portfolio creation.
All right, so that's Tata Power on the charts, but let's move on to the auto basket that is in focus on the back of the auto sales numbers that have trickled in. In fact, as far as Hero
counters, but with this, Kunal, we let you go. So good having you on the channel today. Thank you so much for your time. All right,